Hey, how's it going? Dan Liu here, and in this video I want to walk through how to create a ClickFunnels membership site. So there's a couple ways that you can do it, and the first way is to go up to ClickFunnels, Build Funnel. You can go to Start Cookbook, and then scroll down or search for the membership site. So to make it easy, I'm just going to search for it. So membership funnel. So if I hit select funnel, you can see all the different pages that will be put into this funnel. So you'll have a VSL and an order form, an offer wall, an offer wall, membership access page, and then the membership page. So if you wanted to just start with this framework, you can do so. There's other options here as well to choose from. And then the other way to do it is just to start with maybe a basic funnel, maybe a two-step funnel. You can have an opt-in and then a sales page or an order form. And then you can just add the membership pages separately. So let's go into one I've created. So if you just had a couple funnel steps and you wanted to add in a membership site without having to start over, you can just go to add new step, and then you just want to put in the order confirmation page, a membership area login page, and then a membership area page. The reason you want the order confirmation page, and that's going to go after the order form, is because it's going to auto populate the link to your membership area. So it's very easy to modify a membership page. So we'll start with the membership login area. This is just where people come in to log into the membership site. So like any page, I always recommend going into the gear icon here and update the settings. So make sure it's going to the right domain. This name here is the name that shows up here on the step. And then here's the path. So that's what's going to come after the .com. So make it something that's easy to write. It's not just a bunch of letters and numbers. Once you have that set, go ahead and hit the update page button. So I'm just going to X out of it. So let's go into and actually edit the page. Now editing this page is similar to editing any other page. You'll likely already have it kind of set. So I did add a little bit more of some design to it, of course, because this is the Funnel Designer Secrets Masterclass membership area. So I added in a background and just cleaned it up a little bit. And I also gave some instructions to make sure people don't get confused when they come to sign in. All right, so the membership login is very basic. I don't really recommend doing anything too fancy with this. You can put a logo here and put in your brand colors, maybe a nice background, but keep it simple for the login page. So just go into your general here, make sure everything looks good. If you want to hide your affiliate badge, if you want to hide this from the search engines, you can do so here. You can change the background in the settings there. Any custom CSS that you want to put would be here as well. But again, this page is going to be pretty simple, so no need to get too carried away with design here. All right, and then of course make sure to change the SEO metadata. So this title here is going to be what's seen up in the tabs. So you want to make sure that you update that, and that way it's not a generic title. All right, so when people have multiple tabs open, they can easily see which tab is for your membership area. All right, so once everything looks good, make sure to save it. So I'm going to back out. And then let's go into the actual membership area. So the page for the membership area looks a little bit different. But basically what I would start doing is going into the open editor here, or the edit membership design. And this is basically changing the theme of your membership area. And you'll see what I mean in a second here. So here's the overall kind of back end. So you can add a header, you can add your logo here. You'll have a set of menu options that you can update and change the links to. It has a dashboard, I believe, and a support one that's default. So you can update it or get rid of it how you see fit. You can change how this looks here. So these are going to be where your sections and lessons auto-populate. So you hit settings, and then you can change background colors, text sizes, and go into advanced. You can add shadows if you want. And then this is just kind of like the basic structure or format of how your lessons are going to look. Then you can put in a footer section if you'd like. So this is very, very basic here. So once you're set with this, same thing, make sure that you update the SEO metadata. That title controls this. Any CSS that you would need. If you want to add a background, right here you can see I do have a background. But my background is placed in this section here and not in the settings background. So you want to make sure that is how you actually want it, depending on where you want this background and how you want it to look. So if that looks good, go ahead, save it. We're going to go to exit. I'm just going to hit leave. And then when it comes time to actually creating your sections and lessons, that's basically the structure, right? So you have sections, and then within sections you have different lessons. So when you're creating your course, you want to make sure that you understand the outline of your course and how you want to break it up. So if you have different sections that are focused on maybe completing one sort of objective and then separating that from other sections, you want to think about that beforehand, and that'll just make it easier when you come in to actually create your lessons and make it just a smoother process. All right, so you can see there's a bunch of lessons in here and a bunch of different sections. So when you start up, you'll just have basically one section, one lesson, and you're just going to start building from there. So to add a new section, just go here. If you want to add a new lesson, click here. And once your lessons are populated, you can click and drag to move them within a section. Or if you want, you can move them from lesson or to another section. So to do that, just click on this button here. You can change the name of your lesson here and then which section that you want it to be in from this drop down. There's some more advanced settings below, and then if you want the, let's say, lesson to open up after a certain number of days, then you can do so here. And then just click update lesson. So I'm going to move this back. And then once you have your lesson, you can just open it in the editor. And then you'll have a blank template to start, but this is where you'll be adding in your videos, your PDFs, your images. So you can see, pretty easy. It's very similar to building a normal page. And then once you're done here, just hit the save button and exit out of it. And when you're creating another lesson, all you can have to do is just hit the copy button or duplicate the lesson. If you know you want that same format, that'll save you some time instead of going down here, clicking add new lesson, because that's just going to have the default template, and that may not be what you want. So if you know that your next lesson is going to be similar to another one that you've already created, simply just hit the duplicate button, then edit the name of that lesson, and then open it in the editor and then change that lesson. Again, if you need to move it between sections, you can do so here, or you can click this and then drag the lesson to where you want it. All right, and that's basically it. So another thing I wanted to mention while we're on this page is the secret sign up URL. So it says if you want to give free access to people, then send them to this link here. And then here's the main login URL for your membership site. Now, one more important thing to note, and a lot of people miss this when they're creating membership sites within ClickFunnels, is that you have to restrict access manually. So let's say you're giving out your secret sign up URL to people and you don't want them to share it with others and be able to get access for free, then you have to manually go in and restrict access. So I do have another video for that and walks you through step by step. So I'm going to link that somewhere in this video or in the description. So make sure you check that out. But definitely make sure you restrict access to any sections that you don't want people to get access to, especially if they didn't pay for your membership area. All right. And the last thing I want to mention is when you're creating the membership site, you have to create a product for it. So you go into your order form and you go into your product. So you can see I do have a product now, but let's just add a product in. So we're going to click add products. We're going to click the account, save and next. You can name your product here. So we'll just say test membership product. So you can see I already have one, so I'm just going to highlight that. You can put in a price. Let's just say it's, $97. You can put a billing description. So we'll just say membership, a product description. We're going to save it and go to next. Or whoops, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit save and next. So let's go back into that. Let's edit that. So we hit product details. That's the one we just were at. So we'll go to save and next. Okay, so I don't have any product variation here, so I'm just going to say save and next. And then in the fulfillment email, you have the opportunity to put a link to your membership page. So if you decide to use your fulfillment email, you can write the message here, and then you can select which membership area that you want to give access to or give the link to. So let's say we're choosing this one. So if you were to copy and paste this somewhere in the body of the email, then instead of this, the link to your membership page is going to show up. All right, so make sure to include that, and also on your order confirmation page, there will be a link that says access purchase, and that should take the person right to your membership area login so they can get started right away. And then once they're logged in, they just have to come back to the login page to get access to your membership area. All right, so that's how to set up a ClickFunnels membership area. Pretty easy, nothing crazy that you have to do, but just make sure that you do restrict access to the lessons or sections, I should say. So if there's certain lessons that you do or don't mind sharing for free, then you can put them in a section that you don't restrict. But for most of your membership area, I'm going to assume that you want to restrict it so that people who don't pay for your product don't actually get access. So just make sure you manually do that. Again, there's a link in this video or below it that's going to help you do that. And then make sure to create your product so that people can actually make that purchase. All right, so hopefully that video helped walk you through the process step by step. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you got value out of this video, make sure to leave a like button. I really appreciate it. And if there's any other videos you'd like to see in the future, please let me know in the comments as well. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your time, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.